You get extra hellos because it's Saturday. Happy Saturday, happy Crown Chakra Day. We're bringing you a double header. It's like a football day. You know what I'm saying? Like Sundays are double headers. You know what I'm saying? We are here. There's Dr. Flo bringing you both the Daily Boost, Crown Chakra Day, and Deconstruction Junction. So we're going to move through the boost pretty quickly. We're going to do the Melody Beauty. We're going to read some not daily questions, daily questions, some reflection questions, and then we will move into some topics for Deconstruction Junction. If you are here with us right now and you have a topic that you want us to cover, pop it in the comments. If you're here with us later, hashtag replay, and let us know what you want us to talk about next week. This is a new time for Deconstruction Junction, so no pressure. And also, if you're here, feel free to share us with your community and your network. I'm going to introduce myself, then I'm going to throw it to Dr. Flo, then we'll get moving on all the good stuff. I am Tara Priolo. I am your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. You can find out all about me at Tara Priolo Studio on all platforms that matter, or at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. Flo, who are you?
I'm Dr. Flo, online coach and mentor. I help bold dreamers follow their bliss every day. I use tools like TikTok and beyond to connect with all of the Creator's righteous children and help people grow their dreams. And so if you're out there and you're looking to grow a dream, or if you need to find focus or clarity in your path, Love and Action Network is available to everyone to encourage, equip, and empower. I'm so grateful to be here for this week's Deconstruction Junction. We've got some really hot topics coming up.
I'm excited to dive into that, which is why we're moving through Boost pretty quickly. But we may find something in Boost to deconstruct. You never know. Deconstruction happens every 5 seconds. We find a topic, we deconstruct it. It's where it's from. So we're going to start with the Melody Beauty. This is 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact by Melody Beauty. We are on week 43, which is paying your dues, and this is day 7. If you haven't caught up with the rest of it, you can go to the newsletter. I think the only one that's not posted, like as of this live recording, is Friday's Third Eye Chakra. I think that's accurate. Okay, so day 7. You get what you pay for. There's no such thing as a free lunch. These sayings have been around for a long time because they are true. There is also another old saying, the best things in life are free. The greatest gifts we receive are unmerited blessings from above. Good Lord. Okay, I'm going to get through it. We don't pay dues to entice our higher power to show favor. It does actually say higher power today, y'all. We don't pay dues to entice our higher power to show favor. The prayer of the week is, show me when and where to pay dues. Help me see when enough is enough and it's time to let myself off the hook. Please prepare my heart so I can receive the blessings you have for me. I'll read it one more time. And remember, we're a Bring Your Own Belief organization, so y'all can pray to whoever you want. Show me when and where to pay dues. Help me see when enough is enough and it's time to let myself off the hook. Please prepare my heart so I can receive the blessings you have for me. Listen, the first part was hard for me because it was so capitalistic. It was so like the whole notion of you get what you pay for. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Like that's very revolt. That's very American, because some countries actually believe in in feeding their people. That's not here. Our country would rather us normal people just go ahead and decrease the surplus population. You know what I'm saying? The best things in life are free. I mean, air is still free. Nature is still mostly free. But it's just very that you get what you pay for. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I mean, it is true in our society, but it doesn't have to be true. And then I had a big problem with the greatest gifts we receive are unmerited blessings from above. Are we shocked? The non-religious, non-spiritual human in the room, that's a lie. I'm spiritual. I'm just not religious. Doesn't believe that all of our blessings I don't believe that the greatest blessings come from above. I believe that the greatest blessings come from the things that we make and the things that we choose to see. Anything can be a blessing. Anything can be a blessing. And it's just if we choose to make it into a blessing or see it as a blessing rather than not. Dr. Flo, do you have any reflections on that little blurb? And then I'll tell y'all what next week's theme is.
I knew that when you read the greatest gifts we receive are unmerited blessings from above, that you were going to go into cringe mode because you're like, above where? Above the cabinet, above the stove, like up on the top shelf. Like, I don't like, it wasn't the above part that bothered me as much as unmerited. Because we're all working towards something and we're all efforting towards something. Even if it's 1% better every day, we're all doing the best we can to survive and thrive under incredibly harsh circumstances. This text was talking about there's no such thing as a free lunch. There are people who can't even afford their food right now. We have a huge food crisis and concern in our local township. And so, I'm not going to get into free lunches because all of the food and all of the income and all of the housing could be and would best be free for people. But they want to put us in competition with each other under capitalism. And that creates a condition for really, really harsh realities for folks. I do not like it at all. But even more than not liking the fact that we aren't all provided with free lunch, which we deserve as a human right, I feel. This idea that blessings are unmerited. And I think the universe wants to be really, really kind to us. And I think that the universe wants to love on us. And it's merited. And even if you don't want to believe in merited blessings, you're going to have to work to get the perks. Someone said this recently on TikTok and it changed my whole life. They were like, there's no perks without works. You're going to have to apply some kind of effort to your life to be able to receive a blessing in real life. When was the last time you saw someone drop rent money out of the sky? You know? So we're going to have to do something hopefully hopeful, hopefully compassionate, hopefully loving.
Hopefully hopeful.
Hopefully hopeful. Like really, right? Because hopefully life is hopeful. Hopefully, you know, we see the glass half full.
You remember that hope is not a business strategy, friends. Just saying, hope is not a business strategy. That was a thing for me like a couple years ago.
Neither is it a strong political campaign, but we're not there yet.
That part. We ain't to deconstruction yet. Y'all just buckle up. Buckle up, because we got some things to say. We got some things to say about these dang old candidates, okay? And one of them ain't even old, child. She just, woof. Okay.
She's aligned.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Okay. Daily Boost questions. Again, we're doing the crown chakra. We got some new people on the Instagrams over here. So just again, welcome Scotty, welcome Catherine. Dr. Flo is on the screen over here. If you want to get the full thing, you can go over to Dr. Flo's YouTube, which is Andre in the Flow. You can find him over there, and then you can see both of us at the same time. But y'all can hear him fine as well. So, okay. Reflecting on the crown chakra, also known as I need Sanskrit lessons. Sahasrara, I believe, involves...
Every week that you say it, I just giggle to myself. That's the best I could do too. Sahasrara.
I like go back to like my Latin training of like what vowel sounds do words make with like the simple vowels, but I don't know if that's like, that might just be Latin vowels and not like
this is Sanskrit. You know, I'm not sure that this applies. We'll figure it out by next week.
Involves exploring deep questions about your spiritual connection, purpose, and awareness. Moose, please get your nose out of that plate. Thank you so much. Here are some questions to guide your reflection. Now, yesterday, I believe that I focused in on a gratitude one. So I do want to bring Number 10, Dr. Flo, just so you're tracting. And then I wanted to talk about number 2. So number 10, here's some questions y'all can answer in the chat, or you can answer in the comments later, or you can find yourself a little notes app or a journal. Those are also very open to you if you have big feelings. Okay. Gratitude and compassion. How do I cultivate a sense of gratitude for the blessings in my life? In what ways do I express compassion towards myself and others? I'm going to read it one more way, just so it lands for everybody. How do you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the blessings in your life? In what ways do you express compassion towards yourself and others? Dr. Flo, did you want to answer either one of those?
Well, I just want to know how compression was different than compassion.
Compression. It's
compression. Is that when you feel it compressed?
Yes, it's so much gratitude that it's just
I'm so full of compassion that it's just caving in on my chest. Compression.
It's like a hug, it's like a hug.
Oh my God. I have eyes, man. How do I cultivate a sense of gratitude for the blessings in my life? I have eyes to see. I'm grateful. Everybody, and ears to hear. And everybody who is in this live stream or listening to the podcast later or watching Love in Action TV, y'all got eyes to see and ears to hear. And that's how I cultivate a sense of gratitude for the blessings in my life. I look around and I realize that the blessings in my life.
Look around. How'd you miss
How lucky you are to be alive right now. Look around, look around. Yes.
No more words than I do.
I have more blessings. I'm paid to do it. I better. That's job security on some level. And y'all know, those who follow me know that I never know the words. Anyway, I have more blessings in my life than the number of fingers on my hands and toes on my feet. I have more blessings than that. And just recognizing that and keeping that centered. Listen, I understand there's so much to complain about, and there's so much that seems like it's going, ducky go down the hole. Do you know that reference?
What?
Ducky go down the hole. You never watched? It's Animaniacs. This kid used to.
I never watched that.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place, but yeah. A lot of people are seeing things spiral downward in their lives, and the way that you can combat that is doing one of the things we talked about. And for those of you who are in the room right now, you're going to get a little sneak peek into one of my teachings, how to turn setbacks into set-ups. The kid agrees. It's amazing teachings. But the second step is reframing. Asking yourself, am I looking at the good in my life, or am I looking at something else? And the way I cultivate a sense of gratitude is by looking for the good. In what ways do I express compassion towards myself and others? I try to figure out what makes the people in my life light up. And then I try to speak into that as much as possible. Because what's important to me is not important to everybody else. Everybody has the thing that makes them go, ooh. Think about that thing in your life that you have that makes you go, ooh. And you just start to light up inside. And compassion for people is caring about the things that make them go, ooh. And also the things that go, boo! Happy Halloween, everybody. But you have to care about the things that make them go, ooh and boo, if you want to be compassionate towards people. What do you feel about expressing compassion towards yourself and other people?
I am the person, for those that need to hear this, I am the person that always extends the olive branch. Right? There is, and even if I'm not the person that actively extends it, for instance, and Dr. Flo came to get me, but there was still an element, I had forgiven, I was grab onto the olive branch, come up the tree, come get me, come talk to me. And so for me, you know, and I was just having a conversation with you the other day about some people. I always try to give grace. I really do. Like I really try to forgive in the moment. Like something makes me angry, I try to let go of it, right? Like get it out, see you later. Um and I think that really works in my favor in terms of compassion. Like when people talk about, they don't usually use the word compassion, but it is, you know, they're like the way that you talk about things, these big issues, the stuff that is like hard, right? And the way that you are able to hold such space for the grief and the trauma and the pain, but also simultaneously move people through to another space is very special. And I really think that connects to the olive branch that I offer everybody, right? Like, so you hurt me. So you did some bad things. So you were a person in power. Everyone deserves to eat. That's the most compassionate statement that I can have that I took from Jean Lee. Everyone deserves to eat. Everyone deserves to be in the magic of Flo and Tara. Everyone deserves to be in your magic, Scotty, and your magic tapping point if you're still here, and your magic Angie if you've stopped by, and your magic Poppy. Everyone deserves, right? Everyone deserves to eat. And I think when I read one and dropped it in the chat. It was a We the Urban, and it was an I deserve slide. And it was like all of these things that we deserve. And at the very top it just said I deserve, period. You deserve, period. You deserve. And I think when I remember that and remember to give grace, then I am offering compassion. 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 I have a problem with that word.
Compression. It's so heavy on you right now that it's compressing you. It's compression.
Compression. Yeah, I think that's my answer. Okay, we should move on. We should get to deconstructing. But first, let me tell you all the theme of next week. We will start this tomorrow. I think mayhaps Dr. Flo might be flying solo dolo tomorrow on a Sunday, because I'm going to take pictures with my fam jam. So week 44 of the year, which is really, in that moment, I was like, oh my God, there's only 8 weeks left. Oh my God. Okay. Week 44 is humility. Week 44 is humility. I'm glad you like this, Scotty. What are you talking about? That everyone deserves? Is that what you're talking about? Tell me more. Okay, humility. And now we're going to move into deconstruction junction.